What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So this video was supposed to be posted on Monday, but I had to end up posting a video on a different game. That is because with the PlayStation Network, it was down all day until about 7 o'clock here. So that was a huge bummer. Monday actually did not go the way I had planned. That's kind of what I'm going to talk about in this video, because it was one of those days where it wasn't a terrible day, but everything, like how it was supposed to go, it went the complete opposite. So on Monday, I was supposed to work because I told my boss that my class is on Tuesday and Thursday, and so he wanted me to work on Monday. So I'm like, yeah, I'll work on Monday. So but as far as classes I'm taking, my only classes are on Tuesday and Thursday. But then on like the computer, there's two classes that I'm taking. So I figured on Monday before I go to work, that I'll check out my my work for that class. That way I know exactly what kind of homework I have to expect like after work. So there's a site we go to check our classes for homework. Well, anyways, as far as the classes I'm taking, there's 3 of them, and on this site it's showing 2. So I'm like, crap, because like I'm not supposed to be taking 2 classes. I'm supposed to be taking 3. So I check my class on Tuesday and Thursday, because the class that's missing on that list is the one on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm like, crap, because occasionally in college what'll happen is if there's a class that you sign up for and there isn't like that many kids in there, then the class is canceled. And so I was like, crap, I wasn't sure if that happened. So I check. Well, come to find out, I was changed classes. It's the same class, but on Monday and Wednesday. So I'm like, crap, because on Monday I was supposed to work, but on Monday I have class at 2 and I start to work at noon. So I'm like, crap. So I checked my email though, because on Monday the weather here was like super icy. So like, class is canceled, I bet, because it's icy out, and my like and the where I go to college is about 27 miles from my house. So I was like, there's been a couple times where I've driven there and classes canceled, which sucked. So yeah, I checked, and the only classes canceled were noon or earlier. So I'm like, okay, because the class that I was in, it started at 2. So I'm like, okay, I have class. So I called work, and kind of I didn't really explain it to them in depth. I just kind of told them what happened, and they're really super cool about it. Like they weren't mad or anything. So like, okay, so pretty much I woke up expecting to work, but then to end up finding out I had school. So then I was trying to get my brain processed almost right after I got off the phone with work. I went to go take a shower, but I wanted to check my email. My class at 2 was canceled. So I'm like, okay, awesome. So I I was going to call work again, but it had been about 15 minutes. So I'm like, because my boss, he told me that he was going to call in somewhere else. So it's not really fair to call to call in, tell I'm not going to be able to go there, and then in about 20 minutes call him back like, hey, guys, I want to work. So like, crap, So I was like, you know what, I'm supposed to go to work, I'm not going to work. I'm supposed to go to school, I'm not going to school. So with my classes on the computer, I figured I would do the homework in them. So so what I have is 2 of those. But anyways, for one of them, I did all the homework. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got 1 class done. So after I finished that, I wanted to play some Battlefield. I figured, as far as having clips currently, I don't have a ton. So this is a perfect day to sit down, to play some Battlefield and get a bunch of clips. That way, when I'm really busy, I'll have some extra clips to use, and that way, I'll be able to post those videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I go on to play the PlayStation, and the PlayStation Network is down. So I was like, okay, guys, what the heck? So I was like, all right, whatever. And I tried all day, and it came back on about 7:30 here. So yeah, that was a pain. And so I was going to play Just Cause 3. I was like, you know what? I bought this game because as far as having to play it online, you don't have to. So I put in that disc. I can't play it. I'm like, what the hell? I checked the case on the back to saying if it as far as requiring online, like with Destiny, for example. I looked in the back of that, and it says yeah, it requires you to have internet connection. This game doesn't yet. Every time I pressed X after the disc goes in, it tries to load in your guy on like the internet, I guess. And over and over and over, I would press X, and it would just fail. So I was like, okay, well, this is great. So pretty much on Monday, I spent my day doing homework. When it started out going to work, that didn't work. And then I changed my mindset to go to school, and that didn't work. And then lastly, you know, I was ready to play some Battlefield, and I couldn't play that until 7:30. So, but yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope that your guys' day goes a lot better than mine.